Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Steve with GetAway Moto once again. Last couple of weeks have been extremely busy. I've been on the road quite a bit. Started off with a work trip to Indianapolis, then it went to a work trip to Las Vegas, then a really nice and much needed, albeit very short vacation to Florida. So Indianapolis was, like I said, it was a work trip. It was for the Archery Trade Association trade show, the big show that they put on once a year. Pretty neat show. Got to see a lot of really cool people, a lot of really cool gear, a lot of really cool companies, and it was a good time. About 4 days, I think, something like that. It was kind of a last minute deal. There was one of our guys had a kind of a medical emergency while he was down there, so I got a call on Saturday night saying I needed to be at my buddy's house at 3 o'clock in the morning to go out to the show. So I had a couple hours to get ready, got a couple hours of sleep, got down to my buddy's house, and we rolled out from there. As soon as I got back from that show, I went out to Las Vegas, which was really, really nice. It was like high 50s, low 60s the whole time I was out there, although it doesn't really matter because at that show I never really get to go outside. Inside the whole time. It was a really, really good show. It was SHOT Show, the Shooting Hunting Outdoor Trade Show, our big show of the year, and I got to see a lot of really great old friends that I only ever get to see at SHOT Show in Vegas, so that was nice. But it is a long show. It's a 7-day show, we're down there for 7 days. The show itself is actually, I think, 4 days, 4 or 5 days. And it's busy, extremely busy. I think they said we had like 68,000 people come through this year, which is insane. And it was also during the inauguration, which, let's say security was more than usual this year. So, two really great work trips to two kind of cool places. Indianapolis was cold and kind of miserable, but Las Vegas was really, really nice. And I did put that video up from Vegas, so you guys got to see a little bit of what was going on out there. But my wife and I went to Florida after that. So that was last week. We went down to Florida for a little vacation, which was much, much needed. It was a really, really nice break. We went down to Orlando and we saw Billy Joel in concert, which if you guys have not seen Billy Joel in concert, you need to go next opportunity you have because it is an amazing show. He is awesome to see live. We went to the beach while we were out there, which was nice. I grew up in Southern California, so I love the beach. I miss the beach being out here in the Midwest, but going out there was really, really nice. I got to put my feet in the Atlantic, and it was gorgeous. The smell, I miss the beach. Can't wait to be somewhere where I can be kind of close to a beach again. That would be really nice. But while we were down there, like I said, we went to the concert, we went to the beach, and we went to Disney, of course, because how can you go to Orlando and not go to Disney? We ended up spending like half a day at Disney, which was really, really neat. We spent more time in line than we did really doing anything else, but my wife and I are kind of giant goofballs, so we just messed around in line the whole time, and I'm pretty sure we had more fun standing in line than we did on the actual rides. We got to go on, what were they? We went on the Jungle Cruise, we went on the Haunted Mansion ride, we went on Splash Mountain, we went on Thunder Mountain. Did I say Haunted Mansion? But yeah, we went on Haunted Mansion. And then we got a churro. You can't go to Disney without getting a $12 churro or however much they extort from you for those things. I ate the most delicious $10 hot dog I've ever had in my whole life. But yeah, it was great while we were down there, and we just had an absolute blast. So it is nice to be back. This is the first weekend that I've been back in quite a while, and really first time I've had the opportunity to kind of shoot a video for you guys. I was trying to edit together a video of the Florida trip, but I'm new to this, and I had so many clips from Florida, and trying to edit all those together and like make a coherent story with all those is just, it's extremely difficult. So I'm gonna keep on working on those for you guys, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get a Florida video up that actually makes a little bit of sense. I'm not 100% sure. While we were down in Florida, Megan and I, Mrs. GetAway Moto, We talked about kind of the future of what we want the brand to be, what we want the GetAway Moto brand to be, and a couple of avenues that we're thinking about doing and projects that we're going to start working on. One of the things that we're doing, we are actually starting a podcast, which is really exciting. So we've got everything set up for that. We've recorded one episode so far. We haven't put it up yet. It hasn't gone live yet, but I'm going to get a couple more episodes together. I think I'm actually going to record another episode of that tonight, get it all put together, and then we should be able to go live. So as soon as we do go live, you'll see the annotations for those links down below. You'll also see them in the channel description, as well as all of our other social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So make sure you guys head over to those. Twitter and Instagram is GetAway Moto, and Facebook is GetAway Moto 1 for the page. GetAway Moto and the number 1. Make sure you guys head over there, like, subscribe, do all that stuff so you can stay up to date on all the newest stuff from us. Today, being as cold as it was, we decided to go out and watch some good old-fashioned Wisconsin ice racing, which was really, really fun. For those of you guys that don't know, ice racing is a lot like flat tracking on the ice. Surprise, surprise. So to get these bikes prepped for the ice, they have non-studded and studded classes for the quads, and all the bikes are studded. At least all the bikes that I saw today were studded. I couldn't see how you could ride a regular bike on the ice without studs, but studs are basically screws that go into the tires and turn them into ice tires. Surprising amount of traction on those bikes. I was very, very surprised the lean angles that those guys were getting out of those things, and it looks like an absolute blast. So this thing over here in the corner, I don't know if you guys can see it really well. It is a 2002 or a 2004 KDX 220. I plan on slamming the suspension on it, throwing some screws in the tires, and putting some additional fenders on it, the kind of safety fenders, and turning that into an ice bike. So next year, once my leg is all healed up and it's good to go, it's strong enough to do it, I will definitely be out on the ice, and you guys will get a lot of really cool first-person stuff from there. While we were out there, everybody was riding. They had kids out there, it looked like the youngest kids that were out there, around 5-6 years old, all the way up to full-grown adults, and everybody seemed to be having a great time. I am excited to do it. I think if you have kids that are interested in riding, I've always thought flat tracking for kids is a great way to get into motorcycle racing, motorcycle competition. It's a lot of fun for them. It's not quite as scary as a full-on motocross track, but it's a really good kind of soft start or a stepping stone to get into it. And for those of us that live up in these northern states that have, a lot of ice and a lot of snow every year, that might be a good thing to get into as well, because the kids that were out there, it was an absolute blast. These kids on these quads going sideways around corners, and it was just, big smiles from everybody. It was fantastic. And then watching the other bikes, watching the pro class quads and watching the dirt bikes or the motorcycles actually go around the ice too is amazing. They had 2 tracks out there. It looked like a 1/4 mile oval, might have been a 1/2 mile. And then they also had a TT track, which was pretty cool. There's going to be a couple more races, so I'm going to be out there doing some more filming and getting you guys some more footage of that stuff as well. But yeah, stay tuned for that, because it's going to be awesome. Kind of some stuff that's going to be going on here in the future. I plan on doing a couple of gear reviews with this stuff, the kind of video setup that I use, as well as the video setup that I'm going to be using on my helmet as well for the moto vlogging. I've got a new audio system set up for that, so we should have really, really good audio. I'm going to let you guys know how I got good audio with a GoPro Hero 5. We all know that GoPro removed the audio in jack from the Hero 5 without using an adapter, so that kind of made things a little bit more difficult for those of us that like to use that. But I think I've got a new way about it, and it kind of integrates some of this stuff into it too. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about our podcasting equipment, because that's fun too. I'm a gear guy. I love gear. I love equipment. I love all that stuff. So I'm going to talk about that with you guys if you're interested in it. And don't worry, I will let you know in the title to the video if it is a gear review and what kind of gear is being reviewed. So if you're not big into the tech side of things, you can go ahead and skip it. If you are, go ahead and click on it and watch it. It should be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you guys coming over to the channel once again. We are going to be doing some really, really cool big projects coming up here in the future, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thanks again. Head over to the other social medias, facebook.com/getawaymoto1 or Instagram and Twitter at getawaymoto. Drop me a line, let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, and what you guys think. I appreciate it. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again, and make sure you guys get a chance and make the time to get away. We'll see you next time.